What is going on, guys? Welcome to week number 6 of our Big 12 Team Builder Dynasty. Conference play is beginning, and we've got a good one on tap for you here. Nebraska State taking on Little Rock on the road. Buddy Monroe pumping up his kicker here. Might come down to field goal, maybe?
Very well could. Figures to be a game where there's not a lot of running. As you see the rush offense rankings there, Little Rock is going to Rivers. We have Shinosky. We both like to throw it. So this will be an exciting game on tap. A game that really could go either way.
You have 2 losses in 2 years against Little Rock, and would this be a nice time to break that streak? Yes, it would, but you're going to have a tough test and a tough road to hoe here, as this Little Rock defense is probably going to try to get Shinosky hit hard in this game. Bring the physical pain here on him.
I agree, but we're having some success right now. You got to go into Cody Joseph, tight end. See if Shinosky can find an open guy here. Got the running back LaBelle, but he was covered. Nate Myrick on the coverage.
2nd and 10 here. Shinosky with a little bit of a read option. He's going to give it off to Dante LaBelle for 5. So you're starting to ground and pound it a little bit. I like that balance that you're showing here right now. Nice little pass to Vivaldi. Going to make this catch for 7.
All right. We know Vivaldi can make a lot of those nice-looking grabs, but we see LaBelle here. Ooh, should have had a face mask. Should have had one.
Referee standing right there. What's he doing? What's he looking at here?
Did he call the Saints and Rams game, or what? That's the deal.
It's very possible. 3rd and 6, and trying to fire on the seam route there. Shinosky looking to the end zone. Now 3 of 6, almost picked off. 4th and 6, and Shinosky gonna at least make up for a little bit here, getting 3 points up on the board.
All right. Gunnar Rivers, here he is, folks. Missed tackle by Uzoma Okafor. He's not the best tackler in the world. I will just say that right now. Don't like where this is headed. And Isaiah Green, somebody tackle this man, please.
Oh, man, here we go. Jordan can't make the tackle. There's Okafor, who finally does make the tackle on the follow-up. 31 yards for Isaiah Green, and they're going to go right back to Green, but you guys stuffed it out. You guys snuffed it out right there.
Yeah, it gets the average yards per carry, about 15 now. I like that.
3rd and 8, here's Gunnar Rivers. Dropping back, going to fire to Mike Monet, and look at the little shifty footwork there, utilizing his blockers up front. And Rivers now 2 of 2 for 40 yards, average of 20.
A little easy. They made it a little bit easy on Gunnar Rivers, so we need to tighten that up. Tighten the screws in the secondary. Here's Okafor. He's got that blistering speed, and he's got a lane.
Good block.
Pick me up a block, somebody. All right, 52-yard return.
That's money, man. So Mike Monet scored that touchdown, and now Okafor goes in with his own money play there. Shinosky loses the football on a 3-yard rush, but luckily no harm, no foul there, as he did get out of bounds. 3rd and 4, and LaBelle's only going to get a 4-yard catch. So the question is, do you go for it? You do not. Shinosky up and kicking up, and no good. It's just going to be a little bit short. You guys needed those points here, because now Little Rock is threatening Rivers with 5 yards there, 3rd and inches.
Shinosky needs a little more distance on those kicks, obviously. 3rd and inches, and we get a stop on Green, or do we? Oh my goodness. There he is. Oh, that was too close for comfort, man.
Yes, it was, but you guys were in that goal line type of formation, that punt block formation, and it worked.
Yucky.
And on 4th and 2, field goal attempt, false start, going to push them back 5 yards. And now 4th and 7, Traxkel is actually going to have to come on and kick a longer field goal here. And that pump up.
Kicked it straight.
He did, but it was a little bit left, pulled it just a little bit, and it's going to be no good. So still 7-3 ball game here. Shinosky going to roll out to his left, going to pick up 11 to pick up the first down. 5:29 here left to go, and Shinosky, ooh, what a tight throw right there. That's a very, very small window, but he got Cody Joseph.
All right, yeah, tight end. We're liking him right there. And look at this play, Jabari London.
Nice play, baby. He's actually making a lot of good plays for Little Rock here this season, replacing Tywan Talbot as the primary corner.
Yeah, so 4th and 8, we are going for it. We got to do something here. Oh, my God.
And Jabari London, guys, making a huge play right there. Going to pick off Shinosky. And yet again, guys, the red zone blues for the Prairie Dogs. They keep turning the ball over when it matters, when there's points up on the board that need to be had. Turnovers.
Yeah, we thought Yarborough had him beat, but yeah, London just stuck with the coverage, so that was really good stuff there. Come on, Shanka, can you get to Gunnar Rivers, please? Okay, well, do something, Shanka.
Nice pocket presence, but you know Rivers has got to got to either just throw the ball away or something, because he did take a kind of a big hit there.
Kadeem Williams with the sack, one of the veteran leaders.
3rd and 8, and check this out. Kenny Puck breaks the tackle off of Taylor, and Baptiste able to push him out of bounds, but what a read there by Rivers. What a catch, and what a way to break the tackle by Puck. And here is a pass complete to Shamar McFadden up the middle, and Rivers with that little bit of a rollout. They like that play.
Notice he fell 3 yards out of the end zone, but it scored a touchdown because he got the ball 1 nanometer across the 1 yard line. So
it still counts just the same.
counts.
So it's going to be 14-3, and Rivers, by the way, guys, has not missed a single pass right now.
No, yeah, it's just a little bit. This is too easy right here, man. LaBelle getting some room to churn those legs.
Physicality, man. That's what it's all about right there. 2nd and 1. Here's LaBelle again. Speaking of the physicality, picking up that first down. Here's Shinosky on the read option. Got good blocking in front of him, but he's going to take a nasty, nasty hit right there. Got to watch out for those.
Willis is in.
Yeah, a nice throw.
Boom.
Willis up the middle to Derek Smith, a name that I don't think we have called so far. This is year number 3.
Yeah, redshirt freshman. So we had the second unit wide receivers out there. Willis made a big throw, and Dante LaBelle down at the
course.
line.
Of course. You weren't going to let me say it this time?
No, that's all mine. Ryan Watson, 1 yard touchdown.
Okay.
So coming in at fullback, he's our fill-in fullback. And Gunnar Rivers has 2 seconds on the board here.
Let's see if he can make something happen. He's going to fire it deep to the end zone, and it's caught! It's caught! Kenny Puck with the touchdown off the deflection, and 10 of 10 now is Gunnar Rivers he caught his own deflection.
Yeah, this is just, it's Prairie Dog-esque right there, man.
Oh, man, the fans are going nuts right now.
LRC.
Wow, what a way to end the first half. 21-10, and unless a miracle is happening right, everything seems to be going right for Little Rock. There's a lot of mistakes being done here by Nebraska State, but they do come out swinging here a little bit. We're jumping to the 6-minute mark in the 3rd quarter, and with that tackle for a loss, they also get another tackle for a loss. It's going to set Little Rock back to 3rd and 10. That's Jameis Jordan.
Yeah, and Isaiah Green going to sit out here for a minute, and Joey Shonka coming in for an 8-yard sack.
He actually made a play.
Yeah, believe it or not.
And then Rivers' head got hit on the backlash right there. Got to wonder if he is okay, so we'll check in on him in a little bit. Nice throw to Cody Joseph right there from Shinosky, and on 1st and 10, he almost broke that tackle, but it's going to be a sack. That's Sean May with the sack. 3rd and 20. What you got?
See, tell me if anybody is open here, and tell me who I should throw to, because nobody's open.
Nobody.
So that sack absolutely kills us. And now we got a 4th and 20, and Shinosky's leg with the wind, I think.
Not enough.
There's no chance, but 4th and 20. I'm going to take a shot at it.
2nd and 10, and there's Lonnie Luke for about 20 yards again. So pretty much Rivers in this passing game for Little Rock is just slicing and dicing this Nebraska State secondary. That's Kadeem Williams, though, with the tackle. And we see here that just as soon as I was talking trash about Nebraska State's secondary, Zaire Sullivan comes up huge with an interception. Guys, if they can get a touchdown here, it's going to pull it within 4. So the question is, do you get a touchdown? Do you go for 2 this late?
Not sure. Shinosky throwing, though. Bad throw. Hoping to lead him more towards the sidelines. And that throw made Coach Cuss. We had a decision to make.
Oh, God.
And with the way that half ended, we're just going to roll with Willis. We think he's feeling it. We think he's got the hot hand. Shinosky is not leading us anywhere right now. So we're going with Willis.
2 missed field goals and a 50% completion percentage for Shinosky. Yeah, Willis seems to be the right call right now and get something else going. Here's 4th and 4. They're going to end up going for it, and Jamarquise Kimberling with 7 yards. So moving the chains is Nebraska State. You got to get a score here, nothing else. And Willis is going to roll out to the right, being that leader that he is. He's going to get out of bounds for 17. And with 2:38 left to go, we have a 2nd and 10 situation, and going to fire up the middle to Kimberling again. He seems to have this connection with Kimberling going on right now.
Yeah, they're feeling it. They're feeling it right now.
2nd and goal, and then they're going to go to Yarbrough, and the deflection almost going to get picked off again.
Should have made that catch.
3rd and goal right here, and Willis going to, I'm not sure where that was supposed to be going. So it's going to be 4th and goal. Now, Shanoski trying to make up for it, and he almost shanked it just a little bit. But now they're going to be down 8. And on 3rd and inches, Rivers is going to try to run for it. They love that rollout play, but he's going to get sacked for a 3-yard loss. And guys, Nebraska State's going to have a chance to pull within 1 or tie the game with a score here.
Yeah, let's hope we get there. But Willis did not see Jabari London hanging out around there by Cody Joseph, and it's going the other way. And that's a pretty terrible field position for that.
As a receiver, though, you got to fight for that football. You got to fight for your quarterback. Yeah. I know it was a poor throw, but at some point, you got to pick your teammate up, too. Mistakes happen. 2nd and 3 here, 21-13. And look who's open right there. That is McBride.
Wow.
Going to get out of bounds, though. And the question is, what's the flag for? It's going to be a personal foul, roughing the passer on Gunnar Rivers. He's actually, guys, he's still in the game. Okay, he's been taking some shots here.
Let's look at this throw, though. This is a pretty unique throw by Gunnar Rivers. Coach Cuss is like, dude, you're an idiot.
Oh,
what does Rivers do?
He did a Phillip Rivers. It's his namesake. He did a Phillip Rivers right there. 1st and goal, and up the middle. That's an easy pitch and catch in that zone coverage, guys. And it's going to be 28-13 right now. And Little Rock is looking like they have complete control of this football game. Willis is going to roll out again to the right. Seems like a very strategic way.
The Prairie Dog system, man.
That's what it is.
Yeah, 28-13 here, heading into the 4th. So we need to chip away at this lead, and we are running out of time. So obviously, I think Little Rock's giving us some underneath throws because it's helping them melt some of this clock.
Yeah, the game's pretty much. I don't want to say it's over. It's a 15-point game. Obviously, a lot can happen here with 6 minutes in the 4th, but for all intents and purposes,
it's not over. Look at this. What's Willis going to do here? Going underneath Vivaldi, touchdown.
Ooh.
Boom.
Okay.
In your face.
Wow.
Touchdown, Prairie Dogs.
Easy there. You got to go for 2 and make it 7, though.
Right.
I know
he
he
went
doesn't.
We went for 1. It's going to be an 8-point game. So we're still hanging on. But Mike Monet's getting loose, and Kareem Taylor can't make the tackle, and neither can Baptiste.
That's what I'm talking about.
And neither can number 50.
That's what I'm talking about. This game's over.
Wow.
This game's over. 5:54 left to go. Now 5:45, and another running play here to Mike Monet. And look at the blocking, guys. Look at the blocking for Little Rock. They are just getting into that 2nd level, and Nebraska State being a little bit undersized compared to their offensive line.
Yeah,
they're having a tough time.
Shonka made a stop, but maybe don't celebrate so hard when you're losing.
Oh,
Joey Shonka. He's coming into his own.
Wow. So he's got a little bit of gamesmanship right there, right? He's got some baller in him right now against Gunnar Rivers. It's a lot of sacks for him.
We finally get a drop pass, too. So they're going to punt. Yarborough going to get 7-yard grab, so we need a touchdown really, really bad. 3rd and inches. It's going to be LaBelle time. The bell cow.
Following his blockers right there, and Willis going to fire to the left, going to find Vivaldi, and he gets out of bounds. Maybe I was wrong, guys. Maybe I was wrong. And then Jacob Sakis almost with the interception right there. That should have been picked off. But here's Vivaldi. Should have been a catch.
He's my catch machine. So how many times have you seen this? We need to come back and we throw through 4 incomplete passes in a row. How many times have you seen this?
I don't know why you're not kicking a field goal here.
Let's avoid this. I thought about it, but we're too close to the end zone. Going to Vivaldi, and it's picked up.
So Sakis picks it off, guys. Has the wherewithal to not try to pull it out.
Which I don't know how you could do that unless you're a cyborg, unless you're AI, and you say, I am 1 foot in the end zone. Any sane person would be like, I'm not risking a safety.
Just run. And here's Zaire Sullivan on a 3rd and 11.
That's a huge dropped INT.
It sets up for field position, man. You make that pick, a lot of things can happen. And 3rd and 10.
That was going to B.
It was.
So Willis is 15 and 30. So this experiment has not exactly worked yet. So 4th and 10. So we got another situation where we throw 4 incomplete passes in a row. And so we ended with 8 incomplete passes.
Not good. Not good at all, guys.
Pretty amazing, actually.
Just trying to kill some clock here, but you know what? Mike Monet said, screw that. I'm getting my touchdown.
It actually helps because I guess, we're in field goal blocks, so we're either going to stuff them in the backfield or they're going to score, which allows us to get the ball back. And look at this. We actually did get into range. Willis is rolling. Finds Arbor.
Nice. Okay. All right. So a little onside kick action, and now you're back in it.
Maybe. I mean, we're not going to convert, though.
No. Suspense killer right there, guys.
Yeah. Gunnar Rivers, you take the day. You won today. Although Jabari London gets player of the game with his 2 INTs.
Yes, so he is starting to come into his own again, just replacing Tywan Talbot, who is now in the NFL. And you got to say, Little Rock is starting to turn the corner on their season.
They have our number, that's for sure. So, Denver Tech at Broken Arrow. This is not a popular upset pick. However, I picked Broken Arrow. And especially with the weather.
Yeah. How did you do that? Did you look at the weather report before this game?
Weather.com.
Okay.
Is realistic. So Nebraska State, you see they're 0-1. Little Rock's 1-0. And it's cross-divisional game. So this will be an interesting test, I think, for Brian Street. And Denver Tech, they got Jameel Schmidt. They got Alex Makovich. They're rolling. They look unstoppable. But can the weather and the passing game for Broken Arrow stop them finally?
Yes, but here's the thing: if Denver Tech keeps running the football like they know that we know that they can, in that rainy, sloppy weather, it favors a running team. So
yeah, I think you're right.
That's something you got to watch out for. So after a nice pickup through the air, Schmidt is going to get 5, and Makovich, a little miscommunication here with his back.
He derped.
Yeah, he derped a little bit.
Sack made by Cody Brozovic. And another third down conversion for Denver Tech on this first drive to tight end Clark Outlaw. So Broken Arrow's got to figure something out in their secondary right now because they're getting gashed. Like that throw right there to Alex Brewer. Set up 2nd and goal. Makovich with the little read option. And my upset pick is going down the tubes.
It's unstoppable.
After one drive.
They throw deep. They throw intermediate. And then they hit you with the read option. I don't know how you stop this team. So here's Brian Street trying to will his team back from this 7-0 early deficit here. He's pumped up, though, in the rain, in the slick, in the slop, and he's going to pick up that first down. 2nd and 3, here's a little screen to Nathan Rowe, who's going to get first down there, and a little bit of a draw play here, and nice little power there, too, by Trumaine Chapman. Not really in his game, but there you go. So he's coming out to ball, too, and then we got a sack.
Kate Subchansky with the sack.
Wow, so he's coming in off the blitz almost.
Yeah, he's finally learned how to tackle a quarterback.
Ah.
Amazing.
There's Daniel Yancey with a 12-yard reception. It's going to be 30 and 2. And bringing the house here is Denver Tech, but nice read by Brian Street and good connection there to Trent Benefield, one of his top targets. And nice catch there by Daniel Yancey. So
redshirt freshman.
Yeah, this is
one of our, not one of our recruits, but he was an early recruit, so he's making a big play. Kind of a younger guy for UBA. And he got a nice run here by Alex Makovich, 15 yards again.
Is this going to be one of those games where it's just going to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth?
Very well could be.
Did you see?
Yeah, that was Clark Outlaw with the big-time block. Sprung Makovich loose for 13.
Oh my
so
goodness.
More. He's doing his Timmons impression.
Oh my.
He's going to the house.
Wow.
Touchdown.
The little jukes right there at the very end. It's going to be 14-7 now. Makovich seems like he's starting to come into his own a little bit. And like we were talking about in the pregame, a lot of running plays here for the quarterback. They're not really throwing it all that often. So they're utilizing that weather to their advantage. And here's Brian Street trying to do the same thing as Makovich, using the run a little bit.
Brian Street, I don't know where this comes from. I don't know, because we didn't put this into his DNA,
No, we didn't. No.
And maybe it's the offense. I don't know what this tendency is for him just to run at first sight, but we got another missed field goal. We have a missed field goal parade going on today.
I don't know why you'd go for it in a weather condition like that.
That was like a 55-yarder, right?
Yeah, I mean...
7, I mean...
That's tough.
Bad call. You got to punt and set them up deep in their own territory, because look at this. They get short field to work with, and now you see what they're doing here. 2nd and 1, flip it out to Clark Outlaw. Speed option. There's Scott Thomas.
And they got blockers out in front. There to the right. 3rd and 4. And Makovich going to find on the swing route right there.
Okay.
Almost a first down pickup, but Scott Thomas going to get dropped.
Mary Hayes Branson.
Yeah.
Captain on defense. 17-7 now. Here's Louis Preston using that speed. He's one of those 99 speed guys.
He's got to get more involved.
Yeah, I agree. There's only a handful of those guys in the world. In the college football world.
And he's one of them.
He's one of them.
2nd and 13 now after a sack. So Street yet again trying to run the football and use his legs. I think it's just the pass rush. You guys could see that the pass rush really freaked him out right there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an interception
before the half.
Forced throw.
So Brian Street has this history of crucial turnovers before the half. If you guys remember, like, man, I was thinking Utah, and then I think one of the games last year, he's got to clean this stuff up because they gave Denver Tech life, and he gets down at the
1 yard line. Unreal,
so,
guys.
Maybe they can get a stop at the 1. No, they can't. Jameel Schmidt, touchdown Denver. It's 24-7.
They just turned a turnover, an interception, into 7 points from back by their own 30 or their 20-yard line.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It should not have happened. That should not have happened. Broken Arrow could have gotten a field goal out of that. So now you're talking about 17-10. I mean, how much different is that heading into the half when Broken Arrow has the football? Like, that's a huge difference.
You're down by 3 scores at this point, and Street still running the football. I mean, it's got to be one or two things. It's either that there's nobody open and he's not really comfortable making these throws, or it's the pass rush that the pocket's starting to collapse and he's anticipating that too collapsing, and he's just trying to get out of there as fast as he can.
Yeah, but you see here, I mean, he's a good running quarterback.
Yeah, he can run it.
So he's got this stuff down pat, but Chapman gets blown up there by Kenny Brocious. Let's look at this hit.
That was a big hit.
Boom.
You guys saw him laying there for a little bit. He would get back up, though. He would get back into the game here. And there we go. So Louis Preston going to get a touchdown. It's going to be 14-24. So they're going to pull within 10 here late in the third quarter. You guys can see the last 5 drives for Denver Tech is all scoring. And we see a interception. This is what they need.
Gatlin finally makes a play. He's one of these guys I've talked up, and I talk about him, I feature him, but he doesn't do anything. All he does is miss tackles and blow coverages. But here we get an INT for Connor Gatlin.
So Makovich pulling out a really bad throw.
Yeah, he finally made a mistake. Street going deep, incomplete though. Orlando Ferris on the coverage. 3rd and 6 with 2.5 left in the third. And Street goes down. Sack is made by Isaac Larson, the linebacker. So Satterwhite's going to try another deep field goal, and he's going to hook
He's going to miss it. Unreal. It's this weather, man. He's just slipping and sliding, man. Yeah. Plus, you got as hard as the rain is coming down, you got to think that it's pushing the football down a little bit, too.
There's got to be some wind involved for sure. Pass complete up the middle here. DeLeon Sanders with the catch.
This guy's going to be great.
Maybe. He's a bit older. But Makovich is going to throw on a covered screen. Interceptions made by Montarius Brothers. And now Makovich has 3 incompletions and 2 INTs.
So now here is go time. Okay, if you want to be a next level football program, you have to capitalize on that turnover. You got to turn this into points. Make it that 24-21 game, guys. You have to do it. No excuses. 3rd and 4, and then Preston's going to get dropped. Just can't get the push on the O-line. 4th and 6 now. Street's got to come up with a great throw and a good catch, and it's not gonna happen.
Throw beyond the line to gain. Beyond the line to gain.
Sepchansky with the tackle, and it's gonna set Denver Tech up past the 50-yard line here now. 3rd and 4, and Makovich picking up the first down on another really contested throw. So it's not like Broken Arrow is playing terribly on in their secondary, but it's just, Makovich is really accurate today.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Denver's a monster, so no shame in holding him to 24 points up to this point. But here's Makovich on another read option, and he gets drilled by Hayes Branson. Ball's on the ground. Broken Arrow gets it. 3rd turnover of the game, and Makovich is injured. He's holding his collarbone or his elbow. I can't tell which down there. But
yeah, it looks like his elbow.
But he took a huge hit. So now the Broken Arrow has a chance. They're going to get Jakari Stone 7 yards up the middle, the fullback. So they got about 90 yards to go here, and Brian Street's going to run. He's taking off. He's got some blockers. He picked up Brocious.
Brian, he's going.
You got to you.
Preston, get the block for him. Turn around. Get the block for him. He's going to go all the way.
Wow.
90 yards for Brian Street. He's going to pull the game within 3 points.
He can't breathe. He can't breathe anymore.
No, you got to set this guy down, man. Look at the blocks right there, guys, and look at 47 there for Denver Tech just getting sucked in. And what is What is 21 doing? Block for him.
Come on,
Block
Louis.
for him.
Come on, Louis.
And then he decides to come down.
Yeah, he didn't want any piece of broaches, but yeah. So there's Lamont Christian. Yeah, so he's cheering him up on the sidelines. So he's involved. He's a good teammate.
3:13 left to go here, guys, and getting a field goal is going to tie this football game. You got to do some good things here on defense.
It's up to Blaine Beverly right now.
Yeah,
so
I hate this guy. I hate this guy.
They're definitely going to be checking down to the run. Beverly's kind of that guy who's just kind of there. He's kind of a happy-go-lucky kind of guy. Likes to run the football, but he's going to hit on that throw. First down. You got 2nd and 10. And Beverly's running, sprinting, drops the football. He fumbles the ball. It's Broken Arrow football.
Oh my
4
God.
turnovers.
Your upset special is happening.
Recovered by Shane Biddle, another defensive captain, senior. And Beverly is not holding on to the ball here.
What?
In those conditions. Actually, Hayes Branson gets it again.
That's 4 turnovers now for Denver Tech. This is something they just don't do, but Brian Street's going to drop the football too. This has got to deal with the rain, guys.
Yeah.
It has to be.
Kevin Coleman on the recovery, 2nd and 16. Street flushing out again, and he runs into his lineman.
Oh, no.
And he's going down.
Pocket presence, man.
Oh, man. Isaac Larson, 3rd sack of the game for the linebacker. They're bringing blitz. Swatted down again. That's Larson. So we got 4th and 22, everybody. 4th and 22, and they brought the blitz. Tristan Prater destroyed Brian Street there, so they went in the wrong direction.
Yeah, they didn't get it. They didn't get a first down. They dropped the football twice.
They didn't pick up a yard.
Yep, and then there you go, guys. There you go, right there. So Beverly going to hand it off to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to take it in.
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen that animation.
I've
never seen them dance.
When they have so much chemistry, that's what they like to do.
Well, there you go, guys. So the upset special did not happen today. Denver Tech was put on notice, though. Was put on notice. Broken Arrow came out to play. Didn't start too hot, but came back with those turnovers. So
yeah,
we're going to go ahead and head to the number 2 team in the nation. We just took a look at number 1 team in the nation, Denver Tech. Now we're going to look at ACU against Amarillo, and D.D. Dukes has been playing pretty well with his legs and not so great with his arm, but he's not doing too bad this season.
Yeah, I mean, he's actually pretty efficient with his touchdown to INT ratio. Like, he is throwing for a lot of touchdowns, which is impressive. But, ACU, they got their own issues with the quarterback situation, but defensively, there are no issues at all. They are one of the top defensive units in the country, and throwing against them is going to be a struggle for sure. But Dukes has no fear. No fear at all, because he's running here, gets lit up by Stevens and Wyrick Dicer, but he's up and he's feeling good.
He's got that MO right now here. 1st and 10, gonna throw it out there to the right. I believe that is Keon Sykes. It is. I'm always gonna reference it, but the Ardmore transfer, you traitor. That's okay.
He wants to play.
You can go to Amarillo. They're one of my babies. It's fine. So 2nd and 8, and a nice catch there by Quan Alexander. So one of your guys' recruits from year 1?
Yep.
Year number 1.
Pryce Grier, though.
How do you come
Nice
over
lumber.
there and do that? Jeez. 3rd and 16, and nice pocket presence there by D.D. Dukes, but not a very good throw. So he did step up in the pocket and made a strong throw, but just not a good one.
All right, Joe Russell gets the call today for ACU. He's starting over Vajajic. Leonard David, the number 2 back, makes a 29-yard catch. Another little easy throw, trying to get Russell in a rhythm. I don't know if ACU, it's a hard decision to make. It really is. But I think Russell right now might be the right call. We'll see, though. But Tyler Kurt is dancing around and gets stops. 4th and 1, pitch to Reed Jr. First down.
Nice. Good pickup for 6 yards. On a toss play, too, nonetheless. They went backwards to go forward. Sometimes you have to go backward to go forward.
So they get another stop, but it's going to be 4th and inches. This time they don't go for it. That's interesting.
Number 2 team in the nation, I would have probably went for it. Have a little confidence in yourself, but
Charlie Taft makes the field goal.
Yep, so it's going to be 3-3, and Keon Sykes going to be short of the first down, but they will pick it up a little bit later here. 16 seconds left to go in the first quarter, and Dukes running to the right, going to pick up 13. That did not look like 13, to be honest. You made it look a lot shorter.
So this is the perfect pace, though, for Amarillo. I mean, 3-3 here, early second. That's where you want this thing. Kwan for 5, but well shy of the first down.
They're killing some clock. They're getting this ACU offense, not a lot of possessions. It seems to be working, this game plan for Amarillo, and Russell's going to pick up 9 yards on that run. So the ACU quarterbacks, they like to run. Ever since Bishop has been gone, they like to run with their quarterbacks, which adds an extra dimension, an extra layer to that offense. So Leonard David has been involved, guys. 3 receptions for 48 yards, and we see a catch there up the middle to Tyler Kerp. Going to pick up 6. It's going to be 3rd and 4 now, and Russell feeling a little bit of pressure, and he's just going to get rid of it. That's a smart throw.
And so Amarillo survives.
Yeah, it's good defense.
6-3. All right, we got a kickoff return, and we got a flag. What is this? Sykes on the return. We have a clipping call. It's going backwards.
Amarillo.
There you go. Corey Davidson.
Good job, bro.
Start on the 11. First down.
I don't like where this is headed.
No. So
especially how you edited.
Coach Barry's like, that's a block in the back. That's not a clipping. You guys call every block in the back clipping. He's criticizing him on rules minutia.
Duke's going to get dropped there by Matthew Kennedy. Seems like he's been around forever, guys. 2nd and 15 now, and Duke's running into his own lineman, and he's only going to pick up 1. So that defense, that defensive pass rush is starting to get to Duke's in this O-line. And
Todd Parker.
Fumble!
Safety.
Fumble.
Todd Parker gets credited with a safety on the strip sack. So look, he busts through 3 people with that spin, and then he throws Dukes to the ground. And he drops the football in the end zone.
God.
At least it saved them a touchdown, an ACU touchdown. But unless ACU scores here, and then, they'd be at 9 points. But they actually do get the stop. So good thing Amarillo recovered that. For sure. But again, they're still in a good spot. It's only 8-3 here.
If you score a touchdown, you take the lead.
Yeah, or kick a field goal, man. Just take it in the half, 8-6. They will take that.
Baseball score. That. 1st and 10 here, a minute 25. Duke's going to fire deep, and he's got his man. That's Isaiah Gamble for 36 on the strike. So 11 for 13, and Duke's 84 yards, but he made this one count. Touchdown Amarillo. It's going to be 10-8 with a minute 20. Like it.
Yeah.
Like it.
They are in a really, really good spot here. 10-8. Now, the only question is they got to hold him, but look at this blitz here off the corner. Good sack there. Man, they're getting aggressive. They're getting aggressive. Now, this is Matthews throwing to Jimmy Ireland. So they put in the Wildcat quarterback to mix him up. And look at this. Now they're going to Vajacic because Coach Deloach is more comfortable with him running the 2-minute drill.
Interesting.
So with Russell taking that hit, that was the impetus to be like, I'm done with it.
Well, this might actually be good for Vajicic's confidence, because once you start getting into a zone and once you start making consecutive completions over and over again, 2-minute drill kind of offense, it allows for that stuff to happen. But he's not looking too good right now. It's not seeming to work. So,
well, I mean, Coach Deloach said both quarterbacks were going to play.
He did say
really
that.
Cryptic about it. He didn't say when or where, but I guess this is going to be Vajicic's situation right now. Gets the first down. Desari Sykes with the tackle. So they're marching downfield. He's going to hit. That's Lundahl with the catch there.
That's
Tyler Kirk.
Desari Sykes is actually Keon Sykes' brother.
Oh, okay.
Just FYI. So Jared Kirk going to come up with a touchdown, and Vajacic near the end there started looking a little bit better, a little bit more confidence, especially with that throw. That was right over top of that corner's head. They had to be in one spot. So Vajacic comes through with a touchdown, and they do kick let's see.
Yeah, they got
8 points. Yeah, so 7. Yeah.
Isaiah Gamble with a huge catch here. It sets him up with a kick. It's everybody's favorite kicker from Amarillo. And
he missed it.
Missed it barely. And it was a long field goal. That was going to be a tough one to make. But we have another missed field goal. Barely. But 15-10. Amarillo will take it. They will take it on the road against the number 2 team in the country.
I would take it.
Yeah.
If I'm Amarillo, I'm definitely taking that. But here's the deal. Vajicic's still in the game. So you have to take advantage of this situation now. He hadn't looked very well. He hadn't looked very good doing that 2-minute drill. But near the end, he's starting to get a little bit hot. So you got to take care of him right now and don't allow him to stay hot. You got to get a pick. You got to get something going here, a turnover.
Third down conversions are killing him right now.
Yep.
There's another one. Touchdown. Vajicic's running, and he's getting a little cocky.
Yeah.
He's getting his mojo back.
He waved at him. he waved at him. You see that? He's like, bye-bye. See ya. It's a touchdown ACU, and it's going to be, let's see, 22-10. And after this fumble,
that's Keon Sykes.
Again, guys, Amarillo shooting themselves in the foot here.
This is not what you want, man.
No. Turnover central right now, and 22-10. And look at this. Look at these tackles busted off in the stiff arms by Nick Reed Jr. Unreal, guys. So Amarillo is just like I said, they're just screwing themselves in the shooting themselves in the foot, but they are screwing themselves right now too. So
yeah, they are losing it. Dudes
mentally, physically.
You got a 19-point game. Here's Reed Jr. again. Lowering the boom.
Oh my God, he's still not down.
Stick. Somebody get him down, please. Thank you.
Holy cow.
ACU charging. They're going to get Vijac. Got a couple of guys on the ground here on blocks. Vijac's going for 13, and he's hurt. He's hurt. He will come back in this game, but Joe Russell comes in. So now Russell, you were semi-benched. You gotta respond. Gotta get back on track. Going there to Kirk, and a little draw. Watch him put him on the ground. Yeah.
Wow.
He did bring him down this time, at least.
Amarillo defense, guys, they're getting exhausted. There's a lot of running plays that have been going on here for ACU, and Joe Russell is also going to get a touchdown. So Vijac and Russell both with rushing touchdowns. It seems like Amarillo's defense has just been put on their heels.
Oh, yeah. So now it's 36-10. We got a 3rd and 8, and they're going underneath to Sutton. This is late third quarter, and can't make it. You can't get it. So ACU going to get the ball back. And now we're just waiting this one out, boys and girls. We gotta finish this one.
There's a catch right there. I believe that's Orquan Ostrander.
Yep.
And 1st and 10 here, and Reed just powering through yet again for 13 yards. So it seems like there's like 12 yards a pop right now for Nick Reed.
Vijac's back in.
He is, and another tight window throw. So he is just slinging it right now, guys. 20-yard pickup for Tyler Kerp. And on 3rd and 4, going to the end zone, and he's got Ostrander again.
Yeah, I'm covered, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, Dude's tacked down some touchdowns in Super Sim, and believe me, I did him a favor by Super Simming the second half of that 4th quarter. But, yeah, Quan scored. So, I think we did Amarillo a favor.
Player of the game,
Peter
Vijac. He didn't even start the game.
No.
So that just shows you the confidence that Vijac was able to get back.
Right. So we're going to see you guys tonight. We're going to have the doubleheader here. ACU, Denver Tech winners, what's new, and we'll have the Ardmore Midland State game tonight. So
all right,
make sure you guys check that out.
All right. So guys, we'll see you then. As always, peace.